Hello, YouTube and Facebook. I'm receiving my notifications that I am live. Get my hand out the way, handprint out the way. YouTube. On my Facebook account. Merry Christmas to you. I hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas. That you enjoyed to do for Christmas. From California. Experience, right? What an experience. I just saw on the media that there was the highest, I think the courtside tickets were like $35,000, the highest ticket pricing event. And let me get my YouTube. I think I gotta see it. The highest ticket paying event and the highest ticket sales, right? Even if you in history for an event for that Lakers and Clippers. Got home, just made it in. Everyone that lives in Orlando, for example, doesn't go to see Broadway play. And likewise, everyone that lives in Los Angeles does not communicate with this client, and I have my laptop, so I'm going to do this the best I can. I do understand I need to upgrade my services. You about to go get some? Okay. All right. Share and all of that good stuff, especially I'm trying to go live on 2 platforms. I'm going to have to just, share these results from my laptop. I do understand on my YouTube, my connection is going in and out. But YouTube, you all haven't given me the thumbs up anyway. And I do know my internet connection on YouTube is coming in and out. So just bear with me in YouTube. If you can't see this full video in its entirety, I will upload my video from Facebook. Hello, Mike and Brian from my Facebook fan page. Hello to you all. And he had over a total of 10 charge-offs and collections on his credit report. So I think he started with me in the summer. Yeah, it was July this year. I know it was around the 4th of July because I was in Houston and I was, he contacted me in Houston, Texas. And so July of this year was not the easiest client to work with. He even told me, you should stop working on my, you all like my shirt too? It's Queen of Everything. You all can see it. Yeah, you too. I have my Queen of Everything shirt on. So yeah, he even told me, hey, look, you just stop working on my credit report. I do it myself because his frustrations, I guess. And, you just done it. And I did. I stopped for like a month or 2. I didn't do anything else. I didn't work on his report. What I thought was a very rude client because people think that I'm an employee for a job and they can, just demand things or contact my supervisor. But this is my business. I'm the CEO of me, right? And so I told this client, okay, you don't have just charge-offs from companies. I said, you have major charge-offs with American Express, Barclays. He had 2 charge-offs for Barclays, Capital One, Discover account. I didn't add that one in. Let me write that one in because I have a note. He has a charge-off with Discover and Wells Fargo banks. Then he had collections that he had $9,000 was with Second Round and Lending Club, and he also has major collection account with Midland Funding. He has 4 collections with Midland Funding, and so if you know anything about Midland Funding, let me adjust this on Facebook. You know that they're the big dogs. LVNV collection was deleted in September. Just contacted me in July. Wells Fargo collection was 4,900, and I'm not giving the exact numbers because I don't want to get exact information of this client, so I'm just doing roundabout numbers. The Wells Fargo charge off was approximately 4,900. Credit One Bank charge off was like $800. That was deleted. Wells Fargo deleted. The Walmart charge off, which he also said that he helped dispute, and he might have because that was on his Equifax account. But I also disputed that as well on his behalf, was also deleted. So what's remaining are companies. American Express, that charge off is well over $10,000. It's reporting now, but it was just updated to a charge off status. When he first started with me, it was in collections. So when accounts are updated with the credit agencies, you have to do things differently because their updates are now being shown differently, right? So you can't change those or dispute those in the same manner. Capital One is one of the major ones that's still remaining from July that has to be deleted. But I'm going to show you this client's results. And then also inform you how this client was very, very impatient because I just told you the major companies, right? Hello, Courtney. Hello, Mr. Holmes. The major charge out that this client had from American Express, Discover, Barclays. When they came to me, they had that customer good, professional, or expert that has to come behind. I don't know from what angle or what things you see already, right, to verify your account. And so you do more once you're trying to, you don't know what strategy, take the law and the language. I met with while I was there, had his visions and goals. He social media on Facebook. And once he was able to pull that information up on this account for accuracy, and I'm like, that's not going to work. A lot of what account restoration or repair work. That was the only place to pay for my as a debit card. Points that I got from the end of the year, I used my credit card, my credit status. Credit, you can set up payment plans. You don't have to pay once. We wanted to use my cash to buy more gold, or use my credit to invest in asset opportunities. So I know you all want to see the results of this chart. So the first one that he was his Barclays. See this number, more deleted. I'm sorry for the glare. Let me try to change my light to get. Okay, so let me try to change my light and maybe it again. And there was two Barclays. All of these accounts to over $10,000. He received these results Christmas Day. There were two charge-offs were, as I go through this and show you all these, and there are some things that he not deleted for the Barclays. Okay, and then you still have the Discover. So I'm not talking about charge-off like Prime, Trust, or if you have one of these companies. I'm talking. Let me show you again his deletions. More accounts. And he's Monroe. I'm with that. Those results soon. One for two other ones 4,700. Another for 2,500. Okay, let's look back at these other deletions, and this is live. Shirley's from Florida. Hello, Jacksonville, Florida. Let me put my web and ask me questions. www. Let me go. I have to go get this massage. Good afternoon. Or my econ waiting to receive it. And state are you from? You can send me an email as well. Okay, Tiffany, I'm sorry that my connection is not really good. I will upload the video from Facebook, so it won't be going in and out. But you said you sign up with my econ, so you need your paycheck pay raise, increase your W-4 wealth strategy. Let me put my email address in here as well. Tiffany, there are some questions I will ask you to assist you with that, because that's why I have on my Queen of Everything. I assist people with getting more cash flow as well. My credit. So if you're a realtor and, for example, and your clients need to pay down some debts, let's say they need to pay down some credit card debts and their debt to income ratio is really, really high, that also helps. Hello, Courtney for Dallas. Dallas, Texas, that also helps my W-4 wealth paycheck pay raise strategy. Also give people an additional $200 to $600 a month from their paychecks without working overtime, without having to go to their boss and ask for a pay raise, right? And it's all about not only the allowances that you claim, because on your W-4, you can only claim allowances if you're an employee. But if you sign into this business kit that I offer, my W-4 wealth training, if you look on the bottom of your W-4, just Google 2019 W-4 form. There's at the very bottom, there's something called deductions. And so once you connect with the home-based business model, you are able to now add deductions to your paycheck, right? As well as allowances, which in simple terms mean that, and I'm trying to find these deletions, you all. In simple terms, it means that you are able to get less taxes, federal taxes out of your paycheck, but have more tax deductions to claim, which leverages either you not paying back a large amount in taxes or either having more deductions so you can get more tax money and tax returns back, right? So that's a win-win for everyone. So I think, let me see my other disputes I want to show you for this client. And so even with him, you know, being a little impatient with the results, right? I think his Christmas Day was a little better, getting the thousands of deletions, LV funding, LV Envy funding, a collection, listen, $9,000 collection. $9,000 collection. And it's still for this client's credit report. 9,000. So if you all have any questions, like I said, he still has some things with Discover. And you can see that green check deleted. There was a $9,000 collection as well, right? And let me tell you this, $6,000, and I'm signing off. You wouldn't believe the price I quoted this person to get started. It was only $650 at the time. Now I did say, you know, it was earlier in this year. My prices have increased because of that. Because I tell people, give the lowest quotes to the $650, $600 gave me the biggest headaches. And so my consultant, number one, if you work with Lexington Law, you need agency. So if they are owned by one of the big three credit agencies, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, then what are their real credit repair? You want slow credit repair. If you're going to pay slow, you're going to get paid. You're going to get slow results. No one is going to give you the most challenging ones to get accounts deleted for 14 charge-offs and collections, and from the major credit agencies. Again, I mean the major big charge-offs from Walmart and Amazon. You know, very small charge-offs. Credit One, that charge-off got deleted immediately. And this person became very impatient with the process and just say, you know what, I'm going to continue. And they have been doing themselves up to me. And they've been telling me that I signed up with this other, not a normal case, right? And you're going to have to be patient. If it takes 6 months to fix your credit with 14 charge-offs and collection, or if it takes a year, right? Getting the results and for that low amount that people with low credit have, they don't have the patience needed to get past the process. They don't have the patience needed to get past the process. And so I can rest assure you that my pricing has changed because of that, because I'm not dealing with those headaches. I'm not dealing with those type of mindset of people, right? And I can tell you, I've heard professional people on platforms, whether it's Facebook or YouTube, goes deleted. We can't get the Barclays deleted. We can't get the Amex deleted. It's like a hit or miss. That's not what I'm telling you. I'm telling you that it's a process. If you're a person that's already, by the time you get to me, or a professional consultant that can actually help you, right? That can actually help you. So if you want the W4 Wealth Training, it's $27.95. It's a holiday special. The regular price is $99. It's a done with you service, meaning that you have to get things notarized. You have to, in certain cases, mail your affidavits as well. Get, you know, even though he was upset. And honestly, I could have just said, okay, I won't work on your account anymore. I won't do it. You gave me an option. You get $650 and go where person is now. You know, even if I didn't do anything else after today, the $650 was $1,000. I showed you the Midland funding that's over $15,000. It was a low account for $700, but all deleted. The Walmart charge off deleted, right? And only 3, 4, 5 more, well, 6, because Discover charge off is still showing. Capital One and Amex is still showing, right? Have another minor, which is a $9,000 collection, and Lending Club. But you know what? There's great progress for what the price the person invested in and when they started in July. So that's why I have been deemed the queen of credit. You know, I'm trying to say I'm the queen of everything, credit and cash flow and collectors, because I also help people that once this information is deleted from their credit account, right, and get you more cash flow out of your paycheck. Because a lot of times some people might have the issue of they have a high DTI, that means debt to income ratio, meaning that you have maxed your credit cards out or your student loan debt is really high. And you need to find the extra money to pay that down because you want to leverage your credit, right? You want to do like I do and enjoy life from having good credit, right? And you just want a better, you're trying to get out of the rat race of just going to work, working long hours, paying bills, and only being able to travel and see the world at your neighboring states, you know, in the South and maybe Louisiana, New Orleans, and, you know, but it's more to life out there than your neighboring states. It's more to life to see, and you don't have to come out of your pocket and be in financial distress to experience it, right? You can leverage your credit not only to get assets, not only purchasing things that once you get more cash flowing out of your paycheck, now you have cash flowing assets. Now you have rental properties. Maybe you have a single home. Maybe you have a multi-family property. Or the conference call yesterday, the company cars that converts into liquidity, or liquid just means cash, right? And you can invest once you get the education into single family homes, multi-unit homes. Maybe you want to buy more silver. You want to add that into your portfolio as well as a future investment. Maybe you're just tired of debt collectors calling you, harassing you, and you telling your kids or your nieces or your nephews cannot legally collect one penny, one dime from you. And what people don't understand is that the credit agencies change, and they're not called credit bureaus legally. The bureau is the CFPB, right? That's another myth or miseducation out there. The bureau is the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau. It's the CFPB is put in place if you're trying to dispute something, and the credit agencies will not budge. They won't move. They won't delete it or whatever. But you have under the law, three things that once you're analyzing a credit report, and when people don't understand it, Equifax and TransUnion doesn't report that. That's very big. If you have a collection or charge out, you data less activity, or if you have late payments showing. And I'm about to look at some of my clients' report that's waiting on late payments reversal and see the results as well. But Arian does not, And so when people say that, hey, I can repair my own credit, you got to read if it's a 90-day late or 120-day late. You don't even understand or ask yourself, how can I be a 60-day late and 120-day late all at the same time? You don't even know. Under the Fair Credit Reporting Act 611, it gives you 3 rights, 3 laws. If your account is inaccurate, right, or is unverified, or is incomplete. If you can't have that conversation of what an incomplete account looks like, then you're not ready to repair your own credit. If you can't have a conversation with me, well, what an inaccurate account looks like, hey, and that puts your file more difficult status to dispute, saying I really thought about it. You don't have to sign any paperwork to get approved. Documentation is not the angle or strategy you need to do. You ask for signed documentation if it's a repossession, something you have to sign and subscribe your name to, a repossession, or maybe a foreclosure, charge off in collections, right? It's different laws for different things. So hey, I'm saying 2020. For 2020, write the vision and make it plain. Have a vision to increase your credit score, to double up your credit score, and credit is queen. Because there's so many different moves you can make. This is chess, not checkers, with credit to put you in a better financial life. You need financial freedom. You want it. You're tired of just going to work, working long hours, being able to visit your neighboring states, which you put on your credit card to finance, and then you come back from your small vacation or trip collections that you don't have to be in stress with. People, give yourself the freedom and the gift of good credit in 2020 and start living your life in purpose, right? And not just in pain. As Red Fox said, that money does not make you happiness, but it sure is a big down payment. You got to find your purpose in life. And as long as you're stressed about your credit score, as long as you're paying the highest interest on your vehicle loans, and you have more month than money other than work this job. What is it that I'm supposed to get back? What is it that's going to bring me fulfillment and happiness? You're so entangled in bad debt and bad credit that you can't even focus on that and be able to maximize your life. It's the Queen of Credit here. You all know my website. You know my email. Get in contact. Let's have 2020 vision. You all make a great day. Have a great day.